Hey y'all, I got Riwaka Dry Hop Pseudo Sue. Never had this one before. It's canned June 6th, so that's about a month and a half ago, a little less. Hopefully it's in good shape. In the summertime, things seem to, especially IPAs, seem to get oxidized and old faster. 5.8% alcohol. And Riwaka actually I'm not usually a huge fan of. First time I ever had a Riwaka single hop, it was Hill Farmstead, and it was just so much like gasoline, diesel, and stuff. I have a review of it, but it seems like it can sometimes be super tropical and stuff. And I put this glass in the freezer because the beer wasn't super cold and it's super hot and humid today. So I wanted to keep this beer nice and cool for you on camera. And it looks nice and pale and hazy. Let me get some better lighting here. The head is not looking fantastic. So there you go. Riwaka Pseudo Sue. So I think it's actually I guess I'm not sure if it's single hop. Forget about these ones. Because it just says dry hop, so that means maybe in the brewing process, like the hot part of the brewing process for bittering and such, they maybe use Citra or something else. I'm not sure. And that head is not looking great at all. I'm just gonna get the whole thing in here. There you go. The beer is quite hazy. Just kind of a slightly dark orange there. Riwaka. They say mild bitterness, delicate body, ferocious aromas of pineapple and grapefruit. Yeah, I guess there's definitely a dank, slightly sour diesel cannabis thing in there. It's not all out gasoline though. Maybe Riwaka has changed in the 6 years since I had that first pale ale. It was wild. It's not super aromatic. That could be because it's not super fresh. I mean, it is fresh, but if it's spent 2 weeks sitting on the Total Wine shelf maybe. Before that, spent 2 weeks I don't know where. Maybe it was on a truck. It wasn't. I mean, you'd think they would, if you're shipping special beer, they'd be in a refrigerated truck, but you just don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's it's definitely orange. It's like orange pineapple. Yeah, it's like a sort of V8 splash, an orange pineapple sort of cocktail. I guess grapefruity, but it's not like grapefruit, like bitter grapefruit. Pretty fruity. Hmm. Yeah, the feel is a little bit chalky. Very low in bitterness and no throat burn from the first sip. Oh yeah, the finish is kind of incensey though. Earthy. Some beers that look super hazy, sometimes that happens with them. Especially the ones that seem to be like super hazy and have like a really bad head. Just like so many heavy on the polyphenols or something that can often mess with the head. And the polyphenols are the kind of the active ingredient in hops, among other things. But they can create this tannic bitterness and make things kind of earthy and spicy. Yeah, definitely gets more grapefruit because of that. But the smell is orange, pineapple, maybe a little mango-y. Hmm. Yeah, after the first sip, it's like there was very, very little kind of traditional IPA bitterness. It's just that kind of bite, a polyphenolic bite that really gives you some bitter quality. And say It's bright with just enough bite. That's the thing, is sometimes these ones that are kind of earthy in the finish and spicy, they lose their bright fruitiness. We'll see about this. That still smells quite orangey. A little bit of a screwdrivery note. It's not it's not boozy though. It's 5.8. I mean, there's a little bit of booze I noticed, I think. Could also be the Riwaka. The sometimes danker diesel-like aromas can make you think of booze. It kind of seems to make sense to me. But it's pretty good. It gives you a lot of flavor in a small package. Wish I could have gotten it a little fresher. But I feel like I've had so many of these canned special dry hop Pseudo Sues over the years, and the best one is probably the Nectaron, which is the most expensive one. And if you go way back, the best ones in terms of just like really huge explosive aroma and flavor are the ones back almost 10 years ago when they had the 22-ounce bombers of like Mosaic dry hop Pseudo Sue. And they had 22-ounce bombers, other ones, like they had a Mosaic golden nugget one. I have those old reviews on my channel. Those are really good. Obviously now Toppling Goliath just makes a huge amount of beer. And the heads, yeah, most of their IPAs these days have these like lack of heads. And I'm not seeing anything besides like the Sioux. Like they barely ever come out with their other IPAs in the cans. Like Mosey and Zealander. Those are really good. I did get Nelson Sauvin dry hop Pseudo Sue, which I'll review next probably. So that one might be really good. But yeah, this is just from the current variety pack, which by the time anyone sees this video, it's going to be old probably. But the current variety pack has Riwaka, double dry hop Pseudo Sue, Nelson Sauvin Pseudo Sue, and regular Pseudo Sue. And it's pretty good. Yeah, the main thing is just that, like, you don't mind the polyphenols. It's not like leading to throat burn, which is the bad thing. Just some chalkiness, but it's that earthy spiciness in the finish. It's kind of messing things up a bit. It's not ruining it. But this wouldn't get much more than a 4 from me. Just a little bit over a 4. But Riwaka's not scaring me away, so I guess it can be used in ways that I like. Bye.